How's it going, everybody? It's the Mighty Z of Capital Chaos TV. We're hanging out here with John Gallagher from Raven. How's it going, John?
It's going great. We just got off stage playing here in San Francisco, kicked ass, awesome crowd, awesome show. We had a great time.
And this is one of your many appearances here in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, it's what we played here, 3 years ago and then 4 years ago, and it's been a while, so we're back here now. But we played a few times back in the day, and we always loved playing here. Crazy crowd, they know their stuff, and it was fun. It was great.
You one of your legendary concerts was with Metallica here.
Yeah, Metallica. That was their first tour opening for us in 1983. The Kill 'Em All for One tour. So I believe we played like the Stone clubs, like the Keystone, Palo Alto, Berkeley, and San Francisco. Did all three of them. They were great shows. It was fun. And it's really nice. Lars came down to see the show tonight. That was awesome.
Yeah, he seems like a pleasant...
That's the first time I've seen Lars in, like 25, 30 years.
Wow, that long.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
So, you guys have a new release out on the market. Right now it's a DVD, right?
DVD. It's basically the history of Raven. It's called Rock Until You Drop: A Long Day's Journey. It's a 2 DVD set. It's all together about 4.5 hours. It's basically for the die-hard fans, but it's the perfect introduction to the band because it's got the live footage, the comedy, the craziness, and then lots of interviews of our peers, people like Lars Ulrich and Dee Snider, and our producers, Michael Wagner, Steve Thompson, Kevin 131, and some of the fans as well, so that backstage footage in the studio and a lot of cool live stuff which has never been released before. So it really tells a story all the way through.
Did you get a lot of how involved were you in the creation of the DVD?
Completely. It was our production. We pulled everything together. That's what makes it different from a lot of these other films, which are basically somebody else's viewpoint of the band. This is from the inside. This is us telling our story, pretty much,
And is it SPV is putting that out for you, right?
That's right, yeah. And it's out right now. Most people are getting it on Amazon, so it's out there.
Good. It's probably selling like hotcakes, I would imagine.
Doing good, yeah.
And, right now you're in America, you're touring with Diamond Head.
That's right, yeah. We've been on the road. We did like, about 2.5 weeks by ourselves, and then we hooked up with Diamond Head in Vancouver. And I think this is like the 7th date, and they're a great bunch of guys, great band, and it's going great. I'm having a good time with them. And it's great, they're English lads, so, we got all the in jokes with that, so it's good.
Do you have a football rivalry with Diamond Head or anything like that?
Probably, but I'm not sure. There's so many teams from their part of the world. Birmingham City and Aston Villa, and they haven't told me who they support yet, so we'll just leave that alone.
Yeah, it's very important stuff over there, right?
Oh yeah, well you can have a city like London or Birmingham. It's probably got like 5 or 6 teams. It's crazy. You get that in America. You got the Jets or the Giants if you're in New York, but not to the same extent it is in England. But I watch occasionally. We're from Newcastle, so we support Newcastle. But I don't know how well they're doing or not. Last time I watched, they had their asses kicked. So there you go.
Right. As a child, I grew up liking the Damned United. That was my team. I hope I'm not going to get beat up over that.
Yeah, you just got to watch yourself with that. They get a little bit passionate.
I think they do. So you said you're working on a new record?
Yeah, we've been writing a lot of stuff. So we hope to go in the studio January. We want to go in with Kevin 131 again, who did a wonderful job on Walk Through Fire. And basically we want to take that as a starting block and just raise the bar and go from there. We got 15, 20 songs. We want to keep writing and get the best ones possible for the project. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Metallica record?
A favorite Metallica what?
Record.
For me, it's probably either the first one or Ride the Lightning. I mean, I like a lot of the stuff on And Justice for All, but the production, as everyone knows, is just a little wacky. But, they've came up with some great stuff. Lars is so passionate and James is such a great player. and together with Kirk and now with Robert, they kick ass. They're great.
Great. And I guess you're working on a tour of South America, is that right?
Yeah, we're looking to go there. We put our toe in the water over the last 2 years, and it's amazing down there. So we're going there in March, probably for like a couple of weeks. Our guys working on it. That's going to be killer. But before we do that, after we finish this tour, we have a couple of dates in the East Coast, and then we're going to Europe. We got girls' school opening for us, and we're playing a couple of weeks in Europe. That's going to be fun.
Now, what about gear? What kind of gear are you? Have you?
Yeah, well, I've got currently got a couple of signature basses from October Guitars. I have a 12-string, which I don't have out with me at the moment, but I have an 8-string, which is an Explorer, a red one, which is basically like my old 4-string Explorer, which I play with a tremolo bar, and they're actually making me a one like the tremolo bar one as well.
Great.
So that's really cool. And my brother plays October as well. They made a recreation of his old telly with a red flash, which is like so much better. So we got a great relationship with them, and we play other odds and ends. Mark's playing a Squire telly which he made himself with odds and ends, and beats the crap out of. And I've picked up a little Epiphone Flying V-Bitch, which I really like. It's fun. So we mix it up.
And amps, what have you got with amps and effects?
I'm using a Sansamp PSA1 preamp with a TubeWorks power amp, and that's MIDI controlled by a Zoom pedal board, so I can keep changing from clean to dirty, and then I have all the wacky effects. I've lots of distortion, chorus, and then as you heard in the solo, lots of ring modulation, pitch shifting, and crazy shit.
The works, the kitchen sink, right?
My brother just changed. He was using Mesa Boogie for a long time, but his amp was dead, and I got him this new pedal, this thing by a company called ISP, a theatre pedal, and it's unbelievable. It's a real preamp in the size of a pedal, and it sounds like a Marshall crossed with a Mesa. It's amazing.
Wow.
And he's just using that into a power amp. It sounds incredible.
Yeah, it sounded great today.
Yep.
And finally, what do you have to say to anybody that might be watching?
Well, thanks, for the fans out there. Thanks so much for the support. And if you haven't checked it out yet, go get that DVD, Long Day's Journey. It's more than your money's worth. It'll kick your ass, and we hope to see you out on the road if we haven't already. So there.